What's going on, y'all? Alright. Sitting down with your boy Spirit Light Body. Check me out, y'all. Alright, you know how we do, right? You know, this is about to be a deep one. So, if you got your Palo Santo, or if you happen to got you some sage, I got some sage over here too, you know what I'm saying? Man, I even got the mugwort and a bunch of other herbs for lucid dreaming and stuff, man. Like, man, I'm telling you, all stuff smells so good. But anyway, though, so go ahead and light your Palo Santo, your sage, clear the space, you know what I'm saying? I give thanks to the tribe, you know what I'm saying? Give thanks to Secret Energy, who really put me on to this method of doing things like this. You know, I've kind of always done stuff like this, but not in this same manner. And this just feels, you know, so right, man. So, or should I say balance, man? Because shit, it's not right or I'm not left, you know? Like, man, I'm balanced, man, right where I need to be. Alright, y'all, so. Alright, yeah, we got it going on, y'all. Alright. Cool, man. Shit, if you got the sage too, go ahead and light you up a little bit of that too, you know what I'm saying? Like, we'll get that going too. Let's see, I got me a little, you know, I got the motor on pedestal and whatnot, so, you know. Yeah. Got my little stuff over here and I can just let it go. I know it's safe in that, you know what I'm saying? To do his thing, I'm gonna do mine. So, alright, y'all, I'm gonna read this excerpt from the Gita, right? And this right here, y'all, this is a deep one. Hold on just a second. I hate that I did that. Lost the page. And nonetheless, it's right here, y'all know. Right here. In the state of superconsciousness, man's perceptions are internalized rather than externalized. An analogy will explain this. Man may be said to possess two bundles of searchlights, one inner and one outer. The ego, or body-identified consciousness, holds 5 outer sensory searchlights of sight, smell, sound, taste, and touch. And the soul holds 5 inner searchlights that reveal God and the true nature of creation. A searchlight reveals only objects in front of it, not those behind it. The outer searchlights of the senses turn towards matter, reveal to the ego only the various forms of transcendent and external material objects, not the vast kingdom within. The ego, with its attention identified with the 5 outer senses, thus becomes attached to the world of matter and its gross limitations. When in superconscious meditation, the heart is calmed and the yogi can stimulate at will the spiritual center of the medulla, or the point between the eyebrows. He can control the inner and outer searchlights of perception. When he shifts off the lights of the gross senses, all material distractions vanish. Then the ego automatically turns to behold, through the reinforced inner searchlights held by the soul, the forgotten beauty of the inner astral kingdom. The heart-quieted yogi in superconsciousness becomes able to see visions and great lights, to hear astral sounds, and to become identified with the vast dimly lighted space, alive with the glimpses of beauties hitherto unknown. In the external conscious state, man does not see God's active manifestation as the beautiful cosmic energy that is present in every point in space, and that constitutes the luminous building blocks of every object. He perceives only the gross dimensional forms of human faces, of flowers, and other beauties of nature. The soul coaxes man to turn his attention searchlights inward to behold, through its astral vision, the ever-burning, ever-changing, multicolored lights of the fountain of cosmic energy playing through the pores of all atoms. Okay, y'all. The physical beauty of a face or of nature is fleeting. Its perception depends on the power of the physical eyes. The beauty of cosmic energy is everlasting and can be seen with or without the physical eyes. God makes a grand display of cosmic energy in the astral realm of vibratory light. The astral loveliness of roses, scenery, heavenly faces all play their infinitely fascinating roles of ever-changing colors on the stage of the astral cosmos. Beholding this panorama, the yogi can never again be foolishly attached to the changeable objects of the bedimmed beauty in nature, nor expect any everlasting beauty from earth. The most exquisite face wrinkles and droops with age. Roses too must wither, mocking man's desire for any eternal beauty and materiality. Death will destroy the buds of youth. Cataclysms will demolish the grandeurs of this earth, but nothing can destroy the splendor of the astral cosmos and of the still finer ideational world from which emanates all cosmic artistry. The astral atoms assume wonderful forms of light at the mere command of the imagination of one in this subtle realm, and disappear when he so wishes. They wake again in an ever new garb of beauty at his call. In superconsciousness, the physical body, which once seemed so solid and vulnerable, takes on a new dimension composed of energy, light, and thought. A marvelous combination of currents emanating from the elemental creative vibrations of earth, water, fire, air, and ether in the subtle cerebral spinal centers. The yogi who moves his consciousness to the coccyx or earth center feels all solid matter to be composed of the atomic and subatomic energy of life force, prana. When the yogi draws his consciousness and energy to the sacral or to the water center, he experiences all liquid forms to be composed of rivers, of electrons, of the subtle life force. When the yogi retires to the lumbar or fire center, he sees all forms of light made of the cosmic fire of prana. When the yogi retires his consciousness to the dorsal or air center, he sees all gaseous forms and air made as pure prana. When the yogi is able to place his consciousness within the cervical or ether center, he perceives that the subtle etheric background on which grosser forces are imprinted is made of sparks of cosmic intelligent life force, or prana. When the yogi retires into the medulla center or into the point between the eyebrows, he knows all matter, energy, and intelligent prana to be composed of thought force. These two centers in the brain are electrical switches of life force and consciousness that are responsible for the creation of the supervita foam picture of the body through the action of earth, water, fire, air, and ether, the five elements that compose all matter. In quotations, the profound cosmological branch of the yoga science, dealing with the true nature of the macrocosm of the universe and the microcosm of man's body, is treated extensively in various Hindu scriptures and will be discussed further in the interpretation of other related Gita verses. In quotation mark. Persons whose knowledge comes through books and not through intuition may often speak of matter as thought, yet still remain grossly attached to the body and material limitations. Only the yogi whose knowledge is based on experience, not on imagination, the yogi who can withdraw his consciousness as well as his life force from the body by quieting the heart, taking them through the cerebral spinal centers to the point between the eyebrows, is developed enough to say, all matter is thought. Unless consciousness and energy reach the medullary plane, all matter will be experienced as solid, real, and quite different from thought, no matter how fervently one intellectualizes otherwise. Only upon reaching the medullary plane, through self-realization acquired by years of yoga practice with the aid of the guru, is one enabled truly to proclaim that all matter is merely the condensed thoughts or visualized dreams of God. And only when one goes beyond superconsciousness to the cosmic consciousness can one demonstrate the dream thought nature of matter. And dream thought is together like with a quotation mark. The dream thought nature of matter. That's deep, y'all had to say that. A legendary story here will illustrate the matter is thought point. A great master in India used to travel by foot from village to village with many disciples. At the devotional plea one day of their host, the saint ate meat. He told his disciples, however, to only take fruit. The whole group then undertook a long march through the woods to another village. A disgruntled disciple began to spread discontent by saying, "The master who preaches the non-existence of matter himself eats meat. He gives us only watery, unsubstantial food. Certainly he can march without fatigue. Hasn't he good meat in his stomach? We are tired. The fruits we ate are all digested long ago." The master sensed this criticism, but said nothing until the group arrived at a cottage where a blacksmith was making nails from molten iron. "Can you eat and digest everything I can?" the master inquired of the troublemaking student. Thinking the master was going to offer him meat, which he saw roasting on a fire nearby, the student answered, "Yes, sir." The master bent over the fire of the blacksmith, pulling out with his bare fingers some of the red-hot nails, still pliably soft from the intense heat. The master began to eat them. "Come on, son," he remarkably encouraged. "Eat and digest. To me, all foods, meat or molten nails, are identically the same. They are spirit." A necessary warning to this student is this: do not think that you are spiritually advanced just because you have heard a lecture or read a book on cosmic consciousness, or because you fancy yourself to have attained it, or even because you have experienced astral visions, entertaining and enlightening, but still in the domain of matter. You know all matter to be thought only when you are able to withdraw life force and consciousness to the medullary plane, and can enter the spiritual eye, the doorway to the highest states of consciousness. Boom, boom. Alright, y'all, that's it, man. Like, yo, I'm telling you, y'all, like, man, it's not a game, y'all. I got my dictionary right here, you know what I'm saying? You can disregard that fake picture. But anyway, though, now let me stop. But, yeah, you know, I got my dictionary there because some of those words had you like, what? Hold up, you know? So, I mean, you can do that on your own time or whatever. But, you know, that was it, man, touching on the super consciousness straight from the ancestors. You see, like, yo, like, I'm showing you some of the stuff that the ancestors left us, man. It's here, yo. It's here, y'all. But anyway, though, man, wholeness. I just had to bust this out on this, you know what I'm saying? The root, the sacral, the solar, the heart, you see what I'm saying? The throat. Anha, the third eye, and Shahasharara, the crown, you know what I'm saying? Yo, had to, y'all. Wholeness, man. Till next time, y'all. Wholeness. And again, shout out to Secret Energy 7 Bomar, you know what I'm saying? Yo, for putting your boy on to the yoga. Man, this stuff really does make your life different. It's not just about the physical yoga. That's why I said this book right here, between this knowledge and the physical yoga, burning the karma. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you, some next level shit. Wholeness.